Hey friend, Roger Christopherson here again with another first listen review. This one took a lot of time to get through. I'm talking about the new box set from Michael Schenker Group called Is It Loud Enough? 1980 to 1983. It's a 6 CD retrospective. It is a lot of music. What was it, like 66 tracks or something like that? But man, I dove in deep with this one. The thing I like about this set is I always go straight to the, anytime I get something like this, I go straight to the demos, the unreleased stuff, the bonus stuff. I mean, I've heard these albums tons. I'm a huge Michael Schenker fan. In case you've never seen any of my other stuff on here, huge fan. Got my name on his first solo album, Thank You. It was like on his fan club, everything. I just absolutely love his guitar playing. However, I've not always been a fan of all the singers he's had. Love the songs, sometimes don't love the singers, love the guitar playing. It's not like he can play a bad note. I don't know what it is about him. He's just got that feel that he just, I don't, even in his worst days, he still sounded amazing to me. So, and that what I mean by worst days is like, you know, when he was dealing with the alcohol stuff, and that's all that's on top of things when it came to his life, but the music was still just always top notch. Now, as far as everything else goes, the first 3 discs are just, you know, the first 3 MSG albums. Nothing really extra on there until you get to Built to Destroy, and then they started throwing some bonus stuff on there. They got, you know, alternate, you know, edits and mixes and stuff on there, which was pretty cool. So that was, you know, on Built to Destroy I'm talking about. They got that, and then disc 5 and disc 6 are just packed full of the demos, alternate versions, and then disc number 6 is just says unreleased. As far as I know, most of these were always unreleased, so I don't know why they had to split it up like that, but it is what it is. Now, going like directly to I went to disc 6 first. I just started there, went to all the unreleased stuff, and basically what that is, it's a bunch of like monitor mixes and live rehearsal stuff, and a couple alternate takes and early studio takes and stuff like that. Of, you know, it's a mixed box of stuff on there. Gary Barden, who was probably my least favorite singer he's ever worked with, does like the majority of the stuff on here, and you know, it's, I don't know, the songs are good, the songs are what they are, Michael's playing is great, but boy, is some of that stuff distracting. I actually kind of sort of wish that they could have done maybe just instrumentals of most of the stuff, quite honestly. Luckily it ends with a couple instrumentals on that one. So anyway, it was still fun to listen to. It's still just cool to hear the stuff, and it wasn't all bad, but the stuff that was a little rough. But then we go to this number 5, which is the demos and the alternate versions. And holy shenanigans, is there some stuff that's really rough on here. It's like, I don't want to say he took a couple lessons from the Yoko Ono songbook, but there's a couple songs in here that were really rough. I don't know, like Michael's playing the song in the key of G, and Gary's singing like the key of Q or something. I don't even know what some of the stuff was on here, but other than that, it was still cool to hear like the, I don't want to say, it sounds like I'm complaining the whole time, because I'm not complaining. That was just the one thing about all of this that I found distracting. Like that's the only thing I didn't care for at all, was some of that singing was rough, but it's just cool to hear how the songs built up and how early versions of these songs sounded, and, you know, knowing the songs this well, it's kind of cool to hear where they started and knowing how they ended up. And like Michael's playing, this just makes up for everything. It really does. He just actually plays really well, and it's got some of my favorite songs like are on these albums. Like Cry for the Nations is probably one of my favorite songs they've ever done. He got Attack of the Mad Axeman, you know, On and On, Let Sleeping Dogs Lie, just some of my favorite songs. And just one other little unpopular opinion, I'm sure, even though it's probably of the first 4 albums, Assault Attack is probably my favorite of the bunch. Even that, Graham Bonnet is just one of those singers that I can only take in small doses. I just feel like I honestly don't get the great massive appeal to his singing style. That's just my personal opinion. So for me, it just sounds like I'm being screamed at half the time. He doesn't have just this calm, pleasant voice. He's when he's going for notes, it just seems like he's it feels like it's just in your face. I just picture this face and this giant mouth just screaming at me the whole time I'm listening to him sing. Well, maybe not the whole time, but a lot of the time. And luckily it's not as bad on this album, but there's some of his stuff that's man, dude, settle down. It's like I said, this is gonna be a really unpopular opinion. People are gonna hate me for saying that, but anyway, the songs on Assault Attack are probably my favorite of all the first four. In fact, when they did Built to Destroy, it was almost like taking a step backwards for me. It's probably my least favorite of the first four, but it does have the song Captain Nemo on there, so it's kind of hard to know if I can't rate it that bad. But they're still all good. They're all good. Michael can really do no wrong except maybe pick singers. But anyway, other than that, I thought this was really cool. It's 6 discs long. It was fun to listen to it all. Kind of went backwards through the whole thing. I actually listened to 6, 5, and 4, and then went 1, 2, 3 through it. Listen to it any way you want. It's if you buy this stuff, do whatever you want with it. For the money, this one was worth it. Just for the bonus and extra stuff that you get with it. The first 3 discs are the same thing I've always had. They are remastered, it looks like here, but didn't really notice any super great difference in sonic quality. I didn't pull the first ones out and match them up, but maybe I was being a little lazy on that one, that part of the review here, but I did not go back and match those up. But I didn't really notice anything that really stood out as sounding anything too extreme, as different from what I was used to hearing from these. I've listened to these albums quite a lot over the years, and I didn't notice anything that good or bad. So it's nice to have it all in one tight little package like this, and you get the 52-page booklet in there, that was a really cool read. Have not got all the way through that yet, but definitely cool to have that. And I actually like that type of thing. You're kind of get where people are coming from, and they're recording the stuff. It's always nice to have that in there. But I feel like I'm going on and on and on this one. I do tend to babble. That's what I do. But I'm going to end this one here and welcome you guys as always to share, subscribe to keep this music alive, and as always comment, tell me I'm wrong, but that's still just opinions at the end of the day. So that being said, until next time, we'll see you.